Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to Coach Quartercrack's Court and Kalida High School for tonight's non-league boys basketball matchup. Should have a good one for you tonight as the Wildcats of Kalida entertain the Raiders of Wayne Trace. With Scott Mag and Brady Roberts. Scott, good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to a good one. The lights have gone out on us as we go through the introductions of the Kalida starting lineup here. Everyone's got some sort of light show or display, it seems like they're doing now here. Let's talk about this matchup quickly while they go through the starting lineup. So we've got a 10-7 team up against a 10-8 team. Both teams probably thought at this point in the year records might be a little bit better. You've got tournament seeding on the line. The RPI's got another week before boys figure out their assignments. So while this game might not mean a lot, it's one of those Saturday nights, non-leaguers. What are you going to get? You both played Friday. Game actually is really going to kind of mean a lot.
Yeah, it's two teams that have won a lot of games. If you go back 10, 15, 20 years, both programs have been pretty dominant in Northwest Ohio basketball. And you know, when you go this, yes, good teams playing good teams. It's a good gauge to see how good you are going to be in tournament because, again, you're going to play teams from outside your comfort zone, your leagues, and locally, you know, it's good when teams play good teams from other areas, and they're able to go and see them. As you can see right now, as the Wayne Trace players probably don't know who that guy is, but they're shaking the hands of the guy the court's named him. But I think
Coach Linder, you're absolutely right. Coach Linder, hey, Coach Quartercracks is in the building, so make sure you go say hello.
I mean, that's pretty impressive right there, and that's a good gesture by Coach Linder to go over there.
Yeah, he saw Jim give a wave down there as well. So we'll talk very quickly about this. Wayne Trace again comes in at 10-7, snapped two-game losing streak with a win over Antwerp last night. Carter Clemens led the way with 15. We expect a big night out of him. For Kalida, they had a three-game winning streak snap. They fell in the last-second shot to Ottoville. Big matchup in the Putnam County League, 36-34. Jacob Siebenek led the way with 14. This matchup also a big one. Well, it's going to determine who leads the all-time series. Currently tied at 17 apiece as they play for the 35th time. And we start tonight with a basket by Jacob Siebenek.
Kalida does really a good job. They space you, and they try to take you off the dribble, get into the paint, and all of them do such a good job of jump stopping and going up into their basket. And if you're not there, they're going to get a cutter from the backside. They run this offense so well.
Wayne Trace looking for a cutter as well in their opening possession. Ball's going to come up. Caden Sin, top of the key. Gives off to the wing for Carter Clemens. Lockoff getting through the lane.
Nice pump fake.
Job with a ball fake, and Tanner Lockoff gets the matching score for Wayne Trace.
Yeah. Kind of the same MO there, right? Get into the paint, jump stop, let the defender jump past you and finish at the rim.
Minute into this one, 2-all on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Carey Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. As Jackson Hoffman will give Kalida the 4-2 lead. Wildcats also won our JV game this evening, knocking off Wayne Trace 40-17. Good ball handoff for Lockoff at the wing. Now the entry pass comes in. Carter Clemens, he's going to take on a triple team. High off the window, knocks it through.
Yeah. Good job by him of getting his body into the defender, posting up and demanding the basketball. And once he got it, he didn't wait for that triple team to come on him. He just turned and shot the basket.
It's tied early on, 4-all. There's a baseline drive. That one's going to hit off the side of the backboard. No good for, I believe that was Jackson Schrader. As the Raiders set their offense. Lockoff to Sin. Sin cut off on the baseline. Clemens had the open three. Now he's going to lose the dribble. Had to pick it up in the corner. Double team.
Nice
Great pass on the baseline. And the turnaround jumper good for Tyson Gerber. So Wayne Trace takes the lead. Long pass comes out to the volleyball line. Hoffman thought about taking the three from there. Bounce pass inside is going to be knocked away as Wayne Trace will get this steal. Lockoff. His floater drops in. Wayne Trace now with Kalida doubled up at 8-4, 5:11 and counting left to go in our opening quarter.
Yeah. Wayne Trace has yet to miss a shot, as I say, made the announcer curse.
3-ball from the wing, that one's gonna be no good. Rebound is fought for. Nice job ripping that away for Braylon Smith. Kerner gets the kick out. Second attempt from deep, no good. Long rebound is secured by Tyson Gerber. Gerber gets this one ahead. Here's Caden Sim, and we will get a ball. Was it just out of bounds?
Yeah, I think he stepped on. Yeah, I think he stepped on the sideline.
A great sideline here. The only thing is the benches sometimes block just the view of the actual line out of play.
Yeah, and Trace kind of picking up a little full court, three-quarter court here. A little token pressure.
It's Braylon Smith, 5'9" senior, with the basketball in his hands, crosses the timeline, sends this one off to the wing. Siebenek will give back to Smith, looking for the entry pass inside. Comes out to that elbow against that man-to-man defense.
Good flash by Vorst there, cutting across the lane. Missed him twice.
Had both hands up at that high post,
sure
trying to get the attention of his guards.
Yes.
He's ran a mile just going side to side.
Sure has.
Ball's kicked out into the corner. And now we'll send this one back over the top. And the drive, that one's going to be blocked away out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Kalida. And a big defensive effort made there by Tanner Lockoff.
Yeah, Smith does a good job of trying to get into the lane and get himself a shot. If not, he does a good job of getting his teammates shots too.
Second attempt, that one's going to be blocked. Zach Stoller gets involved. So 2 blocks and 1 possession for Wayne Trace. Raiders come away with the basketball. Lockoff with the give. Working down to the baseline to the basket and the score for Carter Clemens. 10-4 now on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. Handoff is going to go out to the wings. They'll bring this one around. Siebenek gets it inside, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Looks like Braylon Smith is going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, good cut by Smith there. He's on the backside, kind of waited, lulled his defender to sleep, cut right into the lane, and got himself an easy basket attempt. Unfortunately for him, he didn't make it, but he's rewarded with 2 foul shots here.
Wayne Trace foul is going to go on Tanner Lockoff, his first, team's first. So Braylon Smith at the line will knock down the first free throw. So both teams making changes at this stoppage.
Both teams are kind of getting up and down, kind of getting after full court, so keep running guys in, keeping them fresh.
Smith able to make both free throws. Trims that Wayne Trace lead to 4, 10-6 as we play in this opening quarter. Raiders sending 3 around the perimeter. Taking the long 3 and burying it, Lance Manley.
Pretty efficient offense, 6 for 6. 6 shots, 6 baskets.
Answer on the other end. This one's going to be up no good. As the Raiders able to bring this one into the front court. There's one poked away, and a good job by Siebenek. He'll slip down. We're going to have a whistle. The trail official is going to call a foul as 2 bodies careened into each other. This is going to go on the Raiders.
Yeah, Miller, I think.
Yeah, Brady Miller's going to pick up his first. Official in front of the action was going to let him play on, but the official running behind everyone saw something.
Yeah, I think he got it right. I think he kind of both of them going for the ball. Good hustle. Wasn't any malicious attempt, but they were just fighting for the ball. Over and back. Good call. Good call. Yes, he had control, and good job by Manley to kind of hit that off of the Kalida Wildcat and went across.
Yes, Jackson Huffman. Yeah, and he looked back at the officials. The other guy touched it.
Yeah, but he had control on the other side.
So the Raiders force the turnover. They get the basketball back, hanging on to this lead. 2.5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Let's spin on the baseline. That one's going to be no good out of Manley. Offensive rebound comes out to the Raiders. They'll get a second try, and the three is good for Caden Sin. It's going to lead to a timeout for Kalida. We'll take one as well. 2:18 to go, opening quarter. Wayne Trace with the early 10-point lead. A good start for Wayne Trace. Raiders lead this one 16-6 over Kalida. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this opening quarter.
Wayne Trace in a 1-3-1 kind of three-quarter court. They've been in this. Ooh, nice little pass there.
Nice
Almost
job.
Had Collie open there.
Yeah, nice job finding the open man in the corner. Now he gets that short corner pass. Here's the kick out. Kerner swing this around. Wing three. That one's going to be off the mark. Rebound grabbed by the Raiders. They push in transition.
Nice.
Ball never touches the floor, and it's finished with a bucket by Brady Miller.
What great passing. You tell your players all the time that, throwing the ball up the court is a lot faster than dribbling, and right there was point blank of why that is. 2 passes and leads to a layup. Textbook.
Dozen points, the advantage now for Wayne Trace. And an offensive foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. Going to call Kerner.
Oh, Kerner. I thought that was on Huffman. I thought they called a foul on Huffman. But Bubba Smith in for Kalida, and Grimm, the freshman, has a seat.
It's been all Wayne Trace here in this opening quarter, 18-6. Thanks to some solid defense, great shooting as well on the offensive end. Manley from the wing sends this one top of the key. Handoff behind is for Carter Clemens. Clemens is cut off at the elbow as he get it back out to Caden Sin. There's Lockoff, good switch there. It's Sin has the basketball. He's going to pull up 15 feet. Can't get that one to go. Rebound was deflected around. Second effort's no good. And on his way up for a third attempt, it looks like Zach Stoller is going to be fouled, and he's going to go shoot a couple of free throws.
Yeah, I think
they're going to call that on the floor, yeah.
That's what Coach Linder's arguing about. That thought he had a shot up.
I thought he did as well. This would be non-shooting Coach Linder.
Pleading his case over there, isn't he?
He is. I don't think he's going to win.
No.
But I'm sure also being very nice and polite about it as well.
Yes, he was. A lot nicer than I would be, probably. That's why he might have got his way.
Now down to 35 seconds to go in the quarter, so Wayne Trace is going to play this out with their comfortable lead. They'll go for the final shot of the period.
And again, good play by Clements there, because he could have took a kind of contested shot, but he pulled it back out, knowing that, hey, we're going to take the last shot of the quarter. Good, smart basketball play by Clemens.
Longkoff through the lane, gets the kick out. Manley for three, buries it. So Lance Manley, a couple of three-pointers in this one. Kalida trying to quickly get down the floor. Great job running the floor. And the score for Jackson Schrader. So Kalida able to get one off before the end of the period. 21-8. Wayne Trace leads this one after one. We'll take a timeout, have the second quarter for you when we return. Wayne Trace leads Kalida after one. Scott, numbers probably going to show a really good quarter from Wayne Trace.
Yeah, 3 of 3 from threes, 6 of 9 from twos, 3 offensive rebounds. Kalida, on the other hand, 0 for 4 from threes, 3 of 7 from at 2-point land. So a difference in shooting. That's why they have a 13-point lead. Nice.
Opened up with a point-blank look. Couldn't get it to go. As Carter Clemens a little off the mark now. We'll have a foul on the other end here going for a loose ball. This is going to be a push against Lance Manley.
Yeah. Clemens just kind of rushed it. He was so wide open. He just thought it would be a defender there, because I'm sure normally it is, but he was so wide open on that cross screen on the bottom of the lane. He kind of rushed it and just missed it.
So Braylon Smith will bring this one into the front court. Just underway in our second quarter. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Carey Insurance in Grover Hill. Proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. Got the cutter there and the score for Jacob Siebenek.
Did a good job recognizing the kind of the he was getting trailed on the play, and he just slipped it wide open for the basket. Good recognition of where his defender was.
Miller, top of the key, is going to swing this one over to the wing left side. Clemens double teamed, lost the handle, was taken away, and great job running the floor.
Good
and a nice job getting back on defense as well. Great play both teams that time.
Gerber hustling back to knock that one away. Great hustle, not giving up on the play.
Forced Kalida to inbound the basketball when they thought they were going to have an easy deuce.
Yes. They haven't had many of those easy ones, have they? I mean, I think they got one right there at the end of the quarter and tried to get, I think Kalida's trying to push the tempo a little bit. Worked for him at the end of the first quarter, kind of almost worked for him there.
So here's Smith trying to get a clear out, gets the kick out. 3 attempt on the way. This one's going to be no good. Clemens will have the rebound. Finds an outlet as the Raiders want to push the floor, Scott said. Manley again trying to hit his 3rd triple of the night. That one's going to be no good. And now it's the Wildcats with the rebound. They look to run. Back out to Smith at the wing.
Wayne Trace did a good job getting back that time, and they kind of protected the lane. They got back into the lane to make sure no one would get a layup, and then Kalida had to throw it back out.
Schrader had a little double pump, didn't find anyone open at first. Here's Smith high off the window. Tough shot, but he knocks it down.
Yep. Got into the lane, jump stop with 2 feet, one up strong, made sure nobody could knock it away from him.
It's his first field goal to go along with a couple of free throws to give him 4 points. Back to a single-digit lead for the Raiders, 21-12, 6 minutes and counting left to go in a fast-moving opening half of basketball.
Kalida's defensive pressure has increased mightily since the start of the game. I think they were kind of embarrassed a little bit. To their credit, they fought back, but an open 3.
And Tyson Gerber playing a little 2-man game with Manley. And nice job, Kali, to run the floor. He's going to get the easy score. And it's Jim Linder who wants to take a quick timeout. So 5:36 to go, first half, 10-point lead for Wayne Trace. We'll take a timeout here in WOSN. Kalida applying a little bit of pressure following a Wayne Trace timeout. Looks like it's going to lead to a turnover as the Wildcats come away with a basketball.
Quickly.
Smith will give behind. There's a good look from deep. That one's going to be left a little short for Huffman. Now Walkoff across the timeline has the basketball. Walkoff will find Gerber. Gerber's going to come around to the left wing. Once you get it inside, trying to get Zach Stoller. Stoller's got to pop out to the wing to get it. Here's Walkoff. Miss Tanner's older brother now playing collegiately at the Division II level. I think it's a Wayne Trace basketball team unless you have a Sin and a Walkoff on it. Stoller gets rid of this one. Here's Miller. Good ball movement out of the Raiders. Walkoff receives the pass over the top. Good look from 15 feet. Couldn't get it to go. Gerber able to track down that rebound in the corner. Now the long 3 left open. That Sin no good. Stoller had the rebound just show up in his hands. Here's Gerber again from the wing. Buries the jumper.
Do such a good job of going and getting it. Kalida's got to do a much better job of being a little bit more physical and get a body on someone to keep them off the boards.
But 3 offensive rebounds, just that possession.
Right.
It leads to a basket. Trouble in the paint for Kalida. They're going to send this one back out to the wing.
Vorst finally got a touch, but Wayne Trace was there.
It's into the corner. 3's going to be no good. Rebound is tipped. Siebenek has it. Now the Wildcats will keep the possession. They're down 12 with 3:44 and counting to go in our first half. Long entry pass is a good one. It's going to lead to a couple of free throws.
Good slip there by Huffman. Nice little screen and roll there. He was open. Good job by Grimm to get it down to him.
Zach Stoller is going to pick up the foul. His first, team second. So Jackson Huffman, who's got 2 points tonight, will shoot a couple of free throws. His first one drops in and is good. Both teams making changes before the second free throw. Officials holding up play to make sure that there is actually 10 on the floor. No one would try to sneak in an extra guy during this time, right?
No.
Second one's a little bit off the mark. Stoller's got the rebound, finds an outlet in Miller. Brady Miller wants some help in the backcourt. He's going to have Gerber. Tyson Gerber then double team, finds Manley. Manley's been afraid to take on anyone, gets the kick out. Here's Gerber. Gerber trying to go baseline. Manley's hit a couple from that spot, looking for his third three, can't get it to go. And the rebound's out to Jackson Huffman. Huffman will find Smith. We'll give this one off to the right wing. Siebenek through the paint. He'll get rid of the basketball. Wildcats trying to find something against some of these rotating defenses. A nice job getting to the basket and the score for Jacob Siebenek.
And again, they get you spaced 5 out and kind of setting that little flare screen. And if you try to fight over top of it, they usually slip behind it and get a nice, easy basket there by Siebenek.
Nick Sid nearly had the ball go through his hands. The Raiders able to keep it. There's another offensive rebound. Just no one for Kalida able to get two hands on the basketball, and it leads to Carter Clemens getting the score.
Quickly.
Little out of control with Siebenek along the sideline. Somehow stayed in bounds. It's the kick out to the trailer where the three is good for Jackson Huffman. Huffman now with 6 tonight. It's an 8-point lead. Just over 2 minutes to play in our opening half. And we're going to have another timeout. Coach Linder wants to take a 30-second timeout. So with the stoppage, we'll take a break here in WOSN. Well, run and jump defense out of Kalida following the Wayne Trace timeout here. 2 minutes to go in our opening half. 3 attempts, no good. Lance Manley's continuing to hunt for that third three of the night. Hit a couple pretty quickly. He's gone cold here a little bit in the second quarter as the Raiders continue to lead. As Griffin Clausing's come in among a couple of other changes for the Wildcats. See him with both hands up, number 33. Calling for the basketball in the low block, trying to get out of the paint as that ball moves side to side for the Wildcats. Now we're going to have an offensive foul.
Yeah, you are. Clausing tried to set a screen and slip it, but he kind of pushed off when he slipped, and you're going to call him for pushing off. You know, I tell you, we talked about in that opening quarter, Wayne Trace missed 1 shot, you know, and Kalida's still hanging around, keep battling, and only down 8. You know, they're doing a heck of a job getting back. I think what they've done, they've increased that pace and got themselves back in it, right, and changed the game.
This deflected pass, this one's going to be taken away, so the Raiders turn it over. Kalida with another opportunity, trying to feed it inside to Clausing. That one's going to be taken away. So the teams end up trading turnovers. That'll be interesting to see what Wayne Trace will do. Just over a minute to go. Do you try to run a minute off the clock and get the final shot of the half?
You know, I think when they took their time and ran their sets, they got some open looks. You know, Kalida, by playing fast and getting more aggressive, Wayne Trace has kind of sped them up and they're having trouble scoring.
Took a quick jumper, couldn't get it to go. However, Kalida's going to do them a favor and do the same thing on the other end of the floor.
But I think that's kind of how Kalida got back in this game. They playing fast and taking quick shots before the defense can kind of get set up, and their pressure is really affecting Wayne Trace right now.
It's 27 seconds to go. Now there's one taken away. Quick hands there out of Bubba Smith to get the steal. Jumper in transition is going to be no good. Now we're going to have a foul.
Yeah, I believe that's on Nathan Colley, I think.
That is indeed the case. That's going to be his first, just the second of the quarter, I do believe.
Yep.
So Wayne Trace to inbound, 17.5 seconds before halftime.
Still in that full court man, trying to make them play fast, not get comfortable to run their sets.
Wayne Trace took a little bit of time bringing the ball into the front court, already down under 10. Coach Linder trying to get their attention, trying to get them to go a little faster. Tell you what, not a bad idea out of Kalida if that's what they intended to do with a couple fouls to give. Force Wayne Trace to inbound again, down to 3 seconds in the half.
Let's see what Wayne Trace, if they can get one of their sets, quick sets. Oh, that's even better. They have to go across. Good job by Kalida to press him back.
And Manley, all he can do is take a jumper inside the timeline. It's no good. That's how our first half will end. So Wayne Trace's lead down to 8, 28-20. They lead Kalida at the break. We'll take a timeout. Come back with the second half when we return here on WOSN. Second half now underway. Kalida with the basketball. Wildcats hanging around. They trail Wayne Trace 28-20. Raider Robert Scott Mag with you here from Quarter Cracks Court. Again, good to see Coach Quarter Cracks in attendance tonight. One of his former assistants just honored here at halftime. And we're going to begin the second half with a basket by Jackson Schrader.
Kind of how the game started, right? Got in the middle of the lane, jump stop, put it in.
Trying to get a steal there, but the Raiders able to maintain possession. 3 on the other end. A little too strong out of Caden Sin. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Wayne Trace. It's got Coach Steckschulte up a little upset.
Yeah. Wayne Trace started 3 for 3. Since that, they've been 1 of 7 since.
And we're going to have an offensive foul trying to fight through a screen on Wayne Trace. This is going to go on Brady Miller, his second. Lance Manley's going to check into the lineup for Wayne Trace, but he's going to replace Caden Sin. So the Wildcats with the basketball, down 6. That's about as close as they've been for a while.
He's just doing it by getting by him off the dribble, jump stopping, and shooting that mid-range jumper.
Tried one for the baseline that time. No good for Schrader. Raiders get this one again. Lockoff nowhere to go in the paint. Now Carter Clemens will go hard to the basket. He's going to end up hitting the deck. Looks like he's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, good move. Backing down Hoffman.
So here's Carter Clemens at the free throw line. Jackson Hoffman picks up his first foul of the night. Clemens have the first free throw in and out. It's 28-22, 6:58 to go in the third quarter. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Carey Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. So Clemens will split the free throws. That gives him 7 tonight. 7's also the difference on the scoreboard, now 29-22. Smith at the free throw line. He's going to throw this one towards his bench just a little high for Jackson Schrader.
Kind of thought he was going to stay there, but Jackson Schrader was thought Smith was going to drive the lane, was going to kind of curl behind it because that is a very difficult play to defend, but got kind of their wires crossed there.
Smith coming up to defend Lockoff. Lockoff's got the ball back. Dribble handoff. Lockoff's attempt is going to be knocked away on the pass for Miller. It's out of bounds. Wayne Trace will inbound.
Good job. Kalida rotates their defense. If you drive baseline, they're going to try to turn you into a trap. And Siebenek was just a hair short of getting that steal.
Is Miller with it again off the inbound. They'll work this around the perimeter. Given to the cutter. Clemens tried to go with a reverse layup in traffic. Couldn't get it to go. Here come the Wildcats again in transition. They'll give to the trailer. Huffman
nice
with a bounce pass on the baseline and the score for Jacob Siebenek. 29-24 now the advantage. Wayne Trace still in front. They've cooled off considerably since that hot start in the opening quarter. But the coast to coast and the score off the window as Lance Manley gets his first 2-point basket of the night. And now we'll get a foul on the baseline. This is going to go against Wayne Trace. Some players on the floor can't believe it after the contact.
Miller thought he had a charge there, but yep, Call block.
That's going to be the third on Miller, second of the quarter against the Raiders. So Miller will come out. Zach Stoller, the 6'6 sophomore, will replace him.
Good job by Kerner to force the issue, to take off and run down the floor, and good job by Smith to get him the ball.
Dribble handoff, had the ball to Kerner in the elbow. Kerner's got it back now. Good job by Smith. Come out, reset the offense here. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Smith waiting. He's got a cutter flashing in front of him. It's Schrader. Schrader able to go baseline. Gets the reverse layup in. Schrader now with 6. And again, that lead is 5. A little contact midcourt. And a little late with the whistle. It's going to go on Smith.
Yeah.
That's going to draw the ire of more than a couple fans
right,
here.
I believe so. Coach Stechny's kind of getting an explanation by the other official. And
well, there was contact, and it appeared as if it was going to be a play on, and then once Smith got up, then the whistle was blown.
Yeah, it was
just an odd sequence of events. Or at least poor timing on the whistle. There's a big swat. Coach Linder wanted to foul under the basket. Loose ball is going to end up into the hands of Logan Kerner. Kerner's going to have an outlet, and now foul's going to be called on the Raiders.
Yeah, it's on Manley, I think. Yeah.
That's going to be the second on Manley. Already the third team foul on Wayne Trace here with 4:51 to go in our third quarter. You can stream the WOSN channel anytime, anywhere for only $8 a month. Download from our Roku or Apple TV or sign up at app.wosn.tv.
And Trace kind of a half-court 1-3-1 token trap, kind of pressure and kind of baiting you into making a pass.
They were interested in trapping near that timeline. Kalida able to get out of that. Now we'll have a kicked ball.
Good feet there by Manley. Kind of having some problems. Kalida's done a good job of catching and reversing the ball, and I know Jackson Schrader a couple times had just caught it and ripped and went right to the rim and had some success. Wayne Trace kind of going to zone, maybe kind of take some of that away.
They're going to come over the top. Now it's Kerner from the corner. Can't get the three. Rebound's knocked out of bounds right into the teeth of the K-Town Crazies as they're out in full force again tonight.
Kalida just 1 of 9 from 3 points this game compared to 4 of 10 for the Raiders. And Trace kind of a 3-2 out of bounds look here.
Inbound as we shot out to the wing. Siebenek is able to track it down. Back out to Kerner. Goes in the corner. Smith for 3. Can't get that one to go. Flying in with Siebenek to get the offensive rebound. Kerner's going to leave it behind him. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to call that an offensive foul, I believe.
Yeah, it was a good job.
So Logan Kerner's going to pick up his third. It's just on the spin after he got rid of the basketball, leaned into a defender, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul.
That's an easy call for the official when he turns his back and runs somebody over. I think that's, all 3 officials had the same call, so I think part of it is he was out of control when he got down that lane. Good job by Wayne Trace to recognize that and step in front and take that charge.
Halfway through this third quarter, as there's another turnover, so Wayne Trace getting a little sloppy with the basketball.
Good hustle by Lockoff.
They're going to try to come back. Lockoff trying to sell the official that he knocked that off the leg of Smith and out of bounds, but he's not buying it.
Yeah. Kalida's little half-court, 3/4 court trap is giving Wayne Trace fits these last quarter and a half.
Inbound's got to come out top of the key. Tracking it down is Parker Vorst. The Wildcats trying to run their offense. 3.5 minutes left to go, third quarter. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Carey Insurance in Grover Hill. Proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. Smith again. Oh, contact. Clemens trying to limp off something. There's a triple team. Ball's going to be ripped away. Clemens okay there. Then wanted to make sure he didn't travel.
Yeah. Good job by just taking that one away.
Tanner Lockoff into the front court for the Raiders. Slow sledding here in this third quarter for the Raiders, just 3 points so far. Led this one at the break, 28-20. And we're going to have a timeout as Coach Linder a little upset with that last offensive set. So with the timeout on the floor, we'll take a break as well here in WOSN. 31-26, Wayne Trace still holding on to a lead. Scott, it's been some struggles offensively for the Raiders in this third quarter.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with the aggressiveness and the trapping of Kalida is causing some fits, and Wayne Trace has been kind of putting some bad spots, taking some quick shots or getting trapped and throwing the ball away.
And went for a lob in the corner off the inbound. Stoller did everything he could just to save the basketball. Now here's Manley on a drive. He's going to be bumped and fouled.
And good job by Manley that, you know, when you have pressure, you got to be the initiative. He did a good job of not letting that pressure ride him off to the sideline. He made a straight line drive to the basket and got into defender and made the official make no choice but to call a foul because he was trying to get rode off to the sideline, but he did a good job of controlling his ground and getting a shot off.
Officials are going to change the spot of the inbound. The foul's going to go on Parker Vorst. That's going to be his first. Fourth of the quarter on Kalida, so the next one here in the third will send Wayne Trace to the free throw line for the bonus. Manley sends this one off to the wing. Good drive all the way to the baseline. The floater is going to be good. I believe that is Carter Sin that picks up the basket.
I think so. Wayne Trace did a good job, better job of getting back. All five guys sprinted back to the lane to stop Kalida's fast break offense.
Well, you mentioned it one time. There was a timeout. We saw it in the end of the quarter. Caught celebrating. Kalida was able to beat him down the floor. So I think that might have been mentioned a time or two so far.
And they got him a couple other times this third quarter, gotten some easy baskets.
Pull-up jumper inside that zone is going to be no good as Kalida found Hoffman in the elbow. Couldn't get it to go. There's a quick trigger three in the other end. That one's going to be well off the mark. Ball's out of bounds, and it's going to stay Raider basketball. As Tanner Lockoff checks back in.
Nathan Colley wants to go try to get that, but unfortunately had his foot on the line. I think Siebenek's coming in here.
Yeah, Kalida saw Wayne Trace go with Lockoff, so they wanted to bring Siebenek out. Siebenek with 8. Leads the Wildcats offensively so far. Here's Sin. I thought he was going to get a screen or a switch. Had to get rid of the basketball. Oh, Gerber at the wing. Gets behind him. Here's Sin again. Lockoff. Bullet pass is going to be deflected. It's another turnover. Kalida comes away with the basketball.
Had a couple. They missed Vorst. He was running out.
He's got the ball now. Now to Smith, straight on three. That one is going to be short. Into the student section. It's the official having something to say to the students. Nothing malicious. I highly doubt it.
No, I think it was comical.
I think it was, yeah.
I think he had a laugh.
Now, if you were to tell the Kalida student section that they were going to play a basketball game Monday morning, 4:30 a.m., they'd have that filled up, right?
Yeah, probably.
The ball under the basket. This one's going to be loose, and we're going to get a whistle. And is there going to be a Wayne Trace foul? I believe there is.
Yeah, it's going to be on.
It's going to go on Zach Stoller.
Stoller, yeah.
Contact on a loose ball. That's going to be his second. 10th
turnover. Again, you want to, as a big guy, Kalida does such a good job when you catch in the post. There's two guys coming, and one of the two is scraping at the ball, and Stoller got it kind of tipped away, and then he committed that frustration foul, which most big guys do when they work so hard to get open, and then you get it and lose it. You just get frustrated, try to want to get it back.
Manley with the quick hands knocked that into the backcourt.
Yeah.
As someone 5'9", I have zero idea of what you just talked about. As someone grew up on the B team, that's all new to me. Here's a three-pointer and a big one for Kalida.
Second one of the game. Gets us within 4. I tell you, to get outscored in that first quarter, 21-8, this has become a basketball game.
Wayne Trace trying to answer another one off the mark. Stoller in a bad spot, had to contort himself. 3 at the horn, doesn't get the bounce. and that's how this third quarter will end. But this game is going to get tight heading into our fourth and final quarter, 33-29. Wayne Trace with the lead. We'll have the fourth quarter right after this. Wayne Trace led most of the opening half by double digits. That lead has shrunk to 4, 33-29 on our Carry Insurance scoreboard as we head into our fourth and final quarter.
Yeah, this three-quarter court 1-2-2 trap is giving Wayne Trace a fit. They just kind of don't know how to break it, and letting Kalida trap them and starting their offense out at half court. It's been very beneficial.
Kalida just harassing every Wayne Trace player with a basketball. Double team in the corner, Lockoff will send it up to the top of the key. So the Raiders a little two-man. Here's Sin from three. That one's going to be no good. Rebound is then taken away. Is Owen Grime, the freshman, has had a lot of outstanding minutes. And how about the basket there, and a chance at a three-point play for Jackson Schrader.
And Jackson Schrader does such a good job. He's playing the top of that 1-2-2 zone, and that trap, once they get it, he just takes off and runs straight to the rim. Good job by Grimm to get him the ball and one to get this within one. Who would have thought, down 21-8, that they'd battle all the way back.
Schrader unable to get the free throw. Raiders have it, but their lead is just 2. Early moments of this fourth quarter, Lockoff. Still got to get across the timeline. Sin will take a step and get there. Finds the open man the other end of the floor. Clemens with a nice pass to the baseline, and the score for Zach Stoller.
And again, to beat that press, you got to go middle, sideline, back to the middle, and that's what they did. They went sideline, they went to the middle, and then right to the rim. Stoller got himself an easy basket. Way to break the press for the first time tonight.
Yeah, big way to get your first bucket of the night as well. And an offensive rebound for Siebenek. Save his possession for Kalida. And now he's going to go from deep. That three is going to be off the mark, out of bounds. So Wayne Trace gets this one back. Coach Steckschulte signaling in whatever defense they want. They're going to apply some pressure. Looks like we're going to have a late substitution, but Bubba Smith able to get in.
Yeah.
Owen Grimm will sit down. And Grimm, a guy, looked like at the beginning of the year was going to be one of those JV varsity guys, couple quarters each way, but he has definitely earned more playing time here in the latter part of the season.
He plays so hard on defense. You know, if he makes a few shots, that's a bonus, but handles the ball really well for a freshman, and he's a lockdown defender. Man, his upside is so much just only being a freshman.
There's a lot of that going around, I've noticed. There's a lot of younger guys getting some playing time.
Yes.
Had the thriller with Van Wert, Ottawa Glandorf last night, talking about some freshmen playing a little bit. But the putback for Bubba Smith.
Yeah. Good job by Schrader again, going to the rim. And then Bubba Smith comes up and cleans up the mess.
The lead down to 2 again with 5:40 and counting to go on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. Handoff to Sin. Sin, a little friendly fire. How about the timeout call on getting the loose ball by Jacob Siebenek?
Heads up basketball.
So he'll take the timeout. We'll take it with him as well. 5:34 to go. We'll be right back here on WOSN. .534 left to play. This game's tightened up. 2-point lead for Wayne Trace, 35-33. Raider Roberts, Scott Mag with you here from Quarter Cracks Court in Kalida. Wildcats and Raiders for the 35th time.
Wayne Trace in that 1-3-1. Good step in by Stoller to take that one away.
And knew where the pass was headed. Didn't have to go very far.
He anticipated so well on that one.
Now Lockoff dribbles all the way around. And this one is going to be a push.
Yep, Clemens did. It was a great call by the official. He's exactly right.
So that's going to be the second on Clemens, also second of the quarter on the Raiders.
Kind of looked like he's a little frustrated that he's not getting the ball where he wants it.
Here is a chance now to either tie or take the lead for Kalida. Lob's going to go over the top, and the score is good for Jackson Huffman.
Great pass. Great pass by Siebenek to throw it right there, and Huffman goes and gets it. Just that wing guy on the 1-3-1 didn't rotate back far enough. Kind of trying to sit on that reverse pass, and good recognition by Siebenek to find him in the low post for that easy basket.
Ties us up 35 all. Officials took a minute. I think there was a call after the basket, at least a warning issued. It was to the benches or one of the players. We've got ourselves a new ball game. Now an offensive foul is going to be called on Zach Stoller. This is away from the basketball. I didn't see it watching the basketball at the top, trying to fighting through a screen or trying to get positioning. He's going to pick up his third, and that's the team's third.
Wayne Trace is not doing themselves any favors with their 13th turnover of the game. A lot of them been unforced errors.
Came out so hot in that opening quarter, 21 points, and been held to 14 since then. Kali will give behind him. Siebenek waits for that defense to come. Out to Kali, back to Siebenek. And this one's going to be thrown away. It's Braylon Smith trying to come around to the spot Kali was at.
Yeah. Siebenek kind of drove and threw a no-look pass thinking that he was going to be where he was. And Smith kind of went back. Just much rather have him jump stop and square up and then make the pass or shoot it. Because I don't know if he was stopped.
Kalida is going to apply some more pressure defense in the backcourt. As Wayne Trace, it'll come in. Here's Manley now. Foul's going to come on Kalida.
Yep.
And just a little elbow for Vorst.
A little pressure.
It's going to be his second, first of the quarter on Kalida with 3:53 to go.
Which they've done a good job this second half by applying pressure and not fouling. So they're still getting their turnovers and applying pressure and not fouling. That's very difficult to do.
Clemens, the dish underneath.
Nice pass.
And a good score for Zach Stoller.
Good unselfish pass there by Clemens to get Stoller a wide open shot. When you give up a good shot for a better shot, that's great team basketball.
Now Clemens with a quiet 7. It hasn't been really his typical night offensively, but a good job there. A little frustration. And Stoller, I think, when the whistle first blown, thought the foul was going to be on him. It's actually going to go on Stoller. That's going to be his fourth.
Right. Rolling the dice here to leave him in.
Raiders trying to switch up on the baseline off the inbound. Comes into Owen Grimm. Grimm tries to find someone as Smith will come get the basketball. Smith works that right side, comes back up to the free throw line, gets the kick out, and Kali buries the 3 to give Kalida the lead. 5 points for Nathan Kali, none bigger than those last 3. Kalida now in front, 38-37. And a little hesitation between shooting and passing for Caden Sin leads to the ball going out of bounds. It's a turnover, and Kalida will get it back.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try to leave your feet and pass the basketball. Stoller thought he was going to shoot it. Good defense, but got there quicker than Sin thought. And he tried to make a pass because he knew it was probably going to get blocked. Ends up throwing it out of bounds.
Kalida out in front. 2.5 minutes left to go on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. Smith and Kali up top. Now we'll swing it around to the left wing. Owen Grimm Grimm with a couple of ball fakes, picks up his dribble at the wing. All 5 players now out around the perimeter for the Wildcats.
Knockoff trying to get him a steal there.
Tried to get a reach as the ball went by him with Kali.
Kalida in no hurry. They're going to spread you and try to get by you and get an easy basket.
Grimm was the cutter. This time they go inside Huffman. Huffman, the wraparound pass, and the score for Braylon Smith.
Good cut. Good job by Huffman not to force up a shot, waiting for somebody to come.
Stoller underneath. He'll get the pass. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Good job by Clemens to find the open man.
Kalida foul on Owen Grimm, his first, team second. So here is Zach Stoller, the sophomore, with 4 points tonight at the free throw line. First one a little too strong. Stoller will get one more.
And Trace probably like him to make this to get into some sort of full court action with only 1:31 left.
Yeah, that one hits the heel of the iron, rebound knocked out of bounds.
Clemens got a hand on it, but unfortunately knocked it out of bounds.
So Kalida will have it. They'll still have to inbound, so we'll see what Wayne Trace does defensively.
It's like they're in a 2-2-1 press, trying to get you up the sideline and get a trap, but Kalida's pretty good at moving the ball around. Forster got a guy in the middle. Good job.
And Brady Miller with the 4 fouls back on the floor for Wayne Trace. Look inside, doesn't go. Second effort, did everything but fall through the cylinder. And now a foul going. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to have a jump ball going for the rebound. And the arrow stays with Kalida.
Good job by Siebenek to go get that one. Just missed it. Like you said, did everything but get the ball to go in. And then battle for the rebound after.
Kalida threw the inbound in. No one really paying attention. They're lucky to come away with this one.
Manley hit him in the back of the leg.
Yeah, had his back to the play, and now Kalida bench wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:04 to play. Kalida hangs on to a 3-point lead. .104 left to play, 40-37. Kalida hanging on to a 3-point lead. Wildcats will have the basketball. Each team, I believe, 2 timeouts remaining as well. 14 fouls for Wayne Trace, so the next one does put Kalida in the bonus. And it looks like that one's going to come right now with 55.5 seconds to play.
Good job by Huffman. When he gets his hands on it, he had 3 guys slapping at it. Good strong hands for him to get it.
Lance Manley's going to pick up his 3rd foul. So here's Jackson Huffman at the line, shooting 2. Huffman with 8 points this evening. And a balanced attack for the Wildcats as the first one is good. Wildcats are going to put some of their better defenders back onto the floor for the final 55.5 seconds. At least for defense, I imagine there'll be some more changes.
Right, plenty of time. If you're a Wayne Trace fan, I don't know if you have to really necessarily shoot a 3 right away, but you got to score and you got to be pretty efficient. You can't throw the ball around or turn it over.
Huffman's able to get both free throws. We'll get a trip and a foul.
Grim.
Overall, it doesn't hurt a lot of things for Kalida. It's just going to force Wayne Trace to inbound again.
Take a little bit of time off. And again, you probably did a good job of keeping Manley from going all the way to the rim.
Ball ends up into the hands of Brady Miller. going to give this one over to Gerber. Gerber's three is going to be no good. And it's Jackson Hoffman with the miss. He'll find Smith. Back to Hoffman. They'll get this one ahead. Nice job breaking that press. It's a 2-on-2. Grimm's going to get rid of the basketball now.
Yeah, good job by the freshman to get it back out.
Yeah, Wayne Trace is going to chase around as the clock ticks down. Finally, a foul comes with 17.6 to play. Don't know if you could have drawn that up any better for Kalida.
No, they good job of beating the press by throwing it ahead and threw it where they weren't, and they had the guys coming. Schrader probably could have won in for a basket, but he threw out to Grimm. Grimm did a good job of could have shot it. He was wide open, but he threw it back out to work some clock. So taking care of themselves at the foul line. That's 3 in a row with less than a minute.
Siebenak able to knock down the first one. And they'll hit the second one. That gets him into double digits tonight with 10. Raiders got to go a little bit quickly. Still the backboard, ball's loose. And Smith is going to put the finishing touches on this one with one more layup. Long pass ahead is intercepted. Wayne Trace is going to call off the Dogs. Kalida will let the seconds tick away. And what a rally for Kalida. They were down double digits after the opening quarter. But the Wildcats bounce back. They claim a 46-37 win this evening over the Wayne Trace Raiders. Coach, what do you want to say about this one?
I mean, you start the first quarter, you're making everything. And then the next three, they couldn't buy a basket. They scored 21, 7, 5, 4. I mean, it just went south.
It did.
In a hurry. And it wasn't that they were like Kalida, I think, played a little bit more aggressive. They played faster. That trap, that half-court trap really caused problems. They kind of rushed their shots. But they had some open looks, too, that they just couldn't fall, that everything was going that first quarter. It was amazing. But Kalida, on the other hand, went from 8 to 12 to 9 to 17 in the fourth quarter. 17 points in the fourth quarter. It's kind of like flip the script, right?
It
Kalida
was,
scored
right?
In the money quarter, the fourth quarter when it mattered. To come away victorious, 46-37 tonight.
Yeah, Kalida's going to outscore Wayne Trace, like you said, 17-4 in the fourth quarter to get this 46-37 win. So Kalida's going to improve to 11-8. Wayne Trace falls to 10-8. Well, I think that wraps it up for tonight.
Yeah. That was an entertaining game.
It was. So Kalida gets the win. So I want to thank, first of all, Megan, the great work that she does. She's going to rush and edit this so we can go home and watch it now, I guess.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see you around, Scott.
Yes.
It's the first time I got to work with you.
Yes, thank you.
So 46-37, the final again. Kalida gets the win over Wayne Trace. So for our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.